Hello, and welcome to our Teaching for Success Parent Engagement Series. I'm your host, Rosa Kemirembe, and today we're diving into a topic that every parent, guardian, and even policymaker should care deeply about. Who is educating our children? What does quality education truly mean? What kind of school do we want for our children? And how can we tell whether our children are actually receiving a high quality education? Let's begin with a simple but powerful question. What is education? Most people immediately think about classrooms, chalkboards, exams, and report cards. But education is much broader and deeper than that. Long before formal schooling was introduced, education existed. Our ancestors were educated through storytelling, mentorship, observation, and hands-on experiences in farming, trade, health, and leadership. So we must begin by unlearning the narrow definition of education as merely passing exams and earning certificates. True education nurtures the whole child, socially, emotionally, academically, and practically. That brings us to today's focus. The people behind that education, the teachers. Who is teaching your child? It's a question that is both simple and profound. A teacher has the power to shape your child's self-esteem, thinking skills, communication, worldview, and even their future. A good teacher can ignite curiosity and confidence. A poor teacher can do the opposite, discourage, confuse, or limit a child's potential. So what makes a teacher excellent? In my experience as an educator, I've come to recognize that quality teachers share certain characteristics. First, they love what they do. Teaching is not just a job. To them, it's a calling. Teaching is a calling for me. It's not just a job. It's not just a career for me. And let me be clear, that doesn't mean teachers shouldn't be paid well. In fact, I believe they should be among the highest paid professionals in our country. But when you walk into a classroom where the teacher is truly passionate, you feel it. You see it in how they engage with the students, how they prepare for their lessons, how they speak, and how they light up when a child finally understands something they've been struggling with. Secondly, a great teacher understands that children learn differently. Every child is unique. Some are visual learners, others prefer to listen. Some need to move around and others need more time to process information. A quality teacher doesn't try to force every child into the same mold. Instead, they meet students where they are and help them grow from there. They scaffold learning, adjust their methods, and most importantly, they care enough to understand how each child learns best. And thirdly, strong teachers understand that true education is holistic. They know that a child's ability to learn is affected by many factors: home life, diet, health, emotional well-being, social dynamics, poverty, confidence, self-esteem, mindset. They also recognize the power of relationships. Students thrive when they feel seen, when they feel that they belong to their school or classroom community, when they feel safe and supported. It's not just about the lesson plan, it's about the learner. But here is the key. Excellent teachers are lifelong learners. They're not content with repeating the same lessons year after year. They're constantly upgrading their skills, learning about new teaching strategies, taking part in professional development, engaging with current research, and reflecting on what works for their individual students. They ask themselves, how can I do better? They don't just teach content, they teach children how to learn. They show students how to think critically, how to apply knowledge, and how to solve real-world problems. So, how do we determine the quality, not just of a teacher, but of a school? This is where we have to challenge some of our assumptions. A good school is not defined by the beauty of its buildings, the number of computers, or even the variety of extracurricular activities provided. Those are nice, but they're not the core of quality education. A good school invests in its teachers, not just by pay, but invests in the quality of its teachers, invests in making sure that its teachers are constantly learning. It ensures that teachers are not only academically qualified, but also practically prepared to teach effectively. Degrees alone are not enough. Some graduates leave university full of theory, but unable to apply it. Others may have experience, but lack the versatility to adapt what they know to different subjects or situations. They can only teach the 1 or 2 different subjects they learned at university. A strong school supports ongoing training, mentorship, professional development, collaboration, and innovation among its teaching staff. You need to ask your school whether they support ongoing training, mentorship, collaboration, and innovation among its teaching staff. Don't be afraid. Ask. It's your child's future at stake. A great school also produces learners who are not just knowledgeable but skillful. These are students who can apply what they learn. They have transferable skills in communication, problem solving, collaboration, adaptability, creativity. These are the skills that employers want and are looking for. They are not just looking for your master's, your PhD, your degree. No. What good is that if you can't communicate, if you have no transferable skills, if you're not a problem solver, you cannot collaborate, you can't work in a team, you're not adaptable, you're not creative? These are the skills that help young people become self-reliant job creators, not just people seeking jobs, and contributors to their communities. Too often, students graduate with papers but no practical ability. They know how to pass exams really well, but not how to think for themselves. They've memorized information but cannot explain it, apply it, or build on it. A quality school ensures that students don't just regurgitate facts, but understand and use knowledge meaningfully. So, today, I leave you with a few hard but necessary questions. Who is teaching your child? Are your child's teachers passionate, well-trained, and committed to growth? Are they lifelong learners, constantly adapting, improving, and staying up to date with the skills and knowledge your child needs to succeed in today's world? And how are you determining the quality of your child's education? Is it based on grades alone, or are you seeing growth in your child's thinking, creativity, curiosity, and ability to apply what they learn beyond the classroom? Is your child becoming a problem solver right now in the class they're in, whether they're in kindergarten or primary school or secondary school or university? Are they a great communicator, a critical thinker, a creator? Are they asking questions, building things, collaborating with others, starting to find their place in the world? That is the real test of education. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Teaching for Success. If this message challenged you, inspired you, or sparked ideas or questions in your head, please share it with other parents, teachers, or school leaders. Remember, the future is being shaped right now in classrooms, in homes, and in communities. Let's make sure the people guiding that future are prepared, passionate, and empowered to give our children the education that they truly deserve. Until next time, I'm Rosa Kemerembe, reminding you that a great teacher doesn't just teach. They plant seeds of purpose, potential, and possibility. It's up to all of us, parents, educators, and communities, to water those seeds, nurture them, and ensure they grow into something extraordinary. Because the future isn't waiting. It's being shaped right now. One child, one classroom, one decision at a time.